Welcome back to the C Show, a wrestling show for the common fan. Whether you're brand new to the world of sports entertainment, you're coming back after a while, or you've been here the whole time. I'm Charlie.
I'm Connor.
And I am Jared.
Dramatic today, Jared.
You know, I like to have fun with it.
It's important that you do. Well, today we're going to be talking about the phenomena of battle rapping in the WWE in the early 2000s. We're then going to talk about AEW Forbidden Door and roll out of here with the Dynamite Fallout. All right, Jared, take it away. It's the C Show.
The year was 2002, October 29th. Nelly, featuring Kelly Rowland's Dilemma, is the top. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm pulling a Charlie. Let me start over from the top there.
Good artist copy, great artist steal.
Look, everyone knows the story of how John Cena saved his career, right? He was set to be fired when management saw him rapping on a bus and said, screw it, it's close enough. let's dress him up and make him a gangster rapper. Because obviously, why not? So the year was 2002, October 29th, and John Cena comes out from the back in a basketball jersey, a backwards cap, and a padlock chain necklace, and became the Doctor of Thuganomics, a crime against the culture.
Word life.
Now, everyone, you might remember parts of this, but what you don't remember is truly how bad it was. Not only is John Cena decidedly not a gangster rapper, that would be the syllable I wanted. Not only is John Cena not a gangster rapper, gangster rap was not even, frankly, that big by 2002.
We kind of morphed into like club rap.
Right.
Like rap as hip hop as like a popular art form.
So 2002, you had Nelly. The big thing was Eminem's album just came out with the Time for
Was
this
that
looks
the
like
Slim
the time
Shady
for me
EP?
and everybody come follow me. You know that song? It's great.
Mhm.
Keep that part in. It's definitely what people want to hear.
I'm certainly not cutting that.
Thank you, Connor. So anyway, I don't want to belabor this because you don't want to hear the history.
Can I belabor it?
You just want to hear some bars. But yes, Charlie, you can belabor it.
I'm pretty sure I've included this on the outro of an episode, but this would have been like 2004. My music teacher at my American elementary school in Japan had her boyfriend come in and demonstrate beatboxing to us.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the Ortho Box. Anyway.
Yes, that's it.
Something also related to this. It's a really cool story about how John Cena, was rapping, kind of how it happened. He does a great interview on it. I would do it a disservice. Just go find that.
Yeah, that's what I said. Everyone knows the story. Or if they don't, I don't care.
He started out in WWE as the prototype, and he was sort of like the perfect specimen, right? He's doing the robot. He's doing like the kinetic moves. But Word of Life, Dr. Thuganomics, was more, there's a term for it, of a white person who...
cultural appropriation.
Yes, yeah, that's the phrase that we're looking for.
Well, anyway, hear more about cultural appropriation on a different podcast, and hear way more about John Cena's grandparents, apparently on our podcast. But anyway, I want to play a little game here. Mm-hmm. Have a little fun before we get into what was an awesome pay-per-view. I'm going to read you a bar, a line, and I want your rating on flow, on creativity, and acceptability on modern TV.
When you say modern TV, do you mean like still like PG, like WWE, or you mean like would they say it on like Dynamite or Collision?
I didn't think this through.
That's fine. Continue.
Run the other way when you see her. I shook her hand last week and she gave me gonorrhea.
So we're doing flow, creativity, and then appropriateness for, I assume, like TV, PG, ruthless aggression era.
Moving on. Look, you ask dumb questions. I'm skipping it. This is loose, damn it. You're a baby. I don't know whether to spank you or breastfeed you. I don't actually know if he was rapping here. He did say it's sing-songy, and I only watched a compilation in my preparation for this. So, Connor, what do you say to that?
That's bad.
Moving on. Forget the mouthpiece. I'll put my piece in your mouth.
That was wild talking to Kurt Angle, but that was a bar. That was a bar.
He did say that to Kurt Angle. It is a bar.
I think I could name who like half of them were said to, but that's unimportant.
Well,
I think you get bonus points automatically for that.
Charlie, do we have that clip?
Yeah, we can pull that clip
I'll
up.
play it at the end because I only put one in, and then I realized how good it was. It is later on. We will play John Cena's best performance, in my opinion.
I think being chilling or blockers.
Let's see here. This was said to the FBI. I put that in my notes. I hear your door swings the wrong way, bro. Not me. I hit on chicks like drunk Broadway Joe. now, to me, this is a 10 out of 10 because he was wearing the weirdly, I guess, an Alabama Broadway Joe jersey. He wore a lot of Broadway Joe jerseys, and Joe Namath, being a Jets fan,
he was wearing a lot of jerseys in that era.
He was wearing a lot of jerseys. Hero, and I believe this was around the time of him trying to kiss Susie Colbert.
That was like,
if you've never seen that clip, people, go watch a drunk old man in a fur coat try to kiss a lady on national TV.
Not gonna pull it up, but I'll include it in afterwards.
Beautiful. All right, we got a guest first, and I'll see if you know who said this.
All right.
I've got absolutely nothing to lose. I'll be your partner tonight.
That's it?
No.
Oh.
1 second.
We've all been there.
I've got absolutely nothing to lose. I'm sick and tired of somebody's crap. I'll be your partner tonight, and we'll make those bitches tap.
Like it. I want to say Kurt Angle because they make tap, but I bet they're facing Kurt Angle. Who was it?
It was a group of 3 people. I don't know who they were. But you're wrong. It was Chris Benoit. Next.
Oh my.
Moving on. Now, people, this is where it starts getting really bad. Because John Cena was saying some crazy things.
Yo. Wild.
You hate me because I'm white. Now, that's a way to start off. John Cena, I don't think that's why anyone hated you. You hate me because I'm white. That's reverse discrimination.
Mm-hmm.
I hate you for 2 words. Illegal immigration.
Yeah, to Eddie Guerrero. That's bad business. That's bad business.
That is bad business. So you should not be saying that. I think Brodino would kick his ass.
Oh my God, Brody King. Yeah.
Brody King curb stomping him. All right, now we start getting into extreme homophobia.
Excellent.
Because that happened.
It was the early 2000s.
It was the early 2000s, people. It was not okay.
In at least 2018, I was called metrosexual by a coworker.
That's awesome. That's a compliment.
And Eddie Guerrero was born in the U.S. I thought so.
Yeah, he's from El Paso.
Yeah.
So now I wrestle Mr. Ass, the dude who likes to suck it. Tony's a cover-up, bro. We know you take it in the bucket. I'm going to give that a 10 out of 10 for creativity.
Yeah, that's
I've
good.
never heard that as a gay euphemism. Take it in the bucket.
Not a 10, probably.
Moving on.
Especially on content.
I'd give it an 8.5.
I like the use of bucket.
Yeah.
I'm going to hang your ass like a Christmas tree ornament. I'll whack you more than a mass tournament.
Bars.
Bars.
You know what? Poser shit. John Cena, come on this podcast. Look at us. You don't know shit.
Yeah, I was about to say mass tournament is what you could describe this podcast as.
John Cena and a master. I mean, yeah, like you're jacked, but you're going to accidentally rip your dick off.
I'm so sorry, Mom.
I don't think we can say this one, but there was one where John Cena goes, and this is a visual bit too, so, deal with it.
Do you want me to pull it up?
Nope. Nope. If you want to pull up a clip, you can either watch this or that one clip of Trump when he was running in 2016. This battle was over way before it started. You against me? That's totally ridiculous.
Oh my God. I forgot about that one.
That's gonna get heavy bleep.
Yeah, right. Like I said, this one's probably not making it in. Look, everyone, most of this has probably been cut for content. The moral of this story is John Cena, great wrestler, pretty good, damn good person.
One of the best. Holds the record for most Make-A-Wishes done.
Yep, and at least a few of those children he also put in the hospital with his raps. Look, it was bad. It was of its time.
Oh, for sure.
And let's all drink to its death.
Yeah, right. You look back on anything, it's reflection, right? If you had asked me at that time, that's the coolest thing ever. He can say whatever he wants. Like, and now I'm literally embarrassed of thinking that I probably cheered some of those things.
Do you know how many times I watched the Jeff Dunham bit with the terrorist dummy?
Oh yeah, he's
that did numbers on my family computer.
Yeah, the clip I shared included lines like,
hold on, we're gonna play it here.
Oh, we are great.
We're gonna play it here live.
Underestimated the Guerreros. I don't know what to say, bro. Those dudes are better at cheating than Ben Affleck is with J-Lo.
Timeless.
I don't got the U.S. title, but I didn't lose any steam. Screw Ted Turner and the Braves.
Yeah.
I'm America's team.
He's literally wearing a
John
Braves
Cena's
jersey.
more American than silicone strippers.
Oh, I wrote down flippers. That line
Cats
didn't make
dead in their
sense.
tracks from heart attacks, like John Ritter.
Hey, you know what? Good for him.
Next
That's
week.
at least an ABBA rap scheme. There is an internal... Look, there's at least an internal rhyme as well. Because a lot of these rappers back then, these white fake rappers, you know, it's rhyme, A, B, B. Look, mix it up. Otherwise it's just terribly boring. So this to me is that line itself is the reason why this is his best performance. But please keep it going.
And let's clarify here as well. Let's do some rap genius. John Ritter died of a heart attack on the studio lot at Warner Brothers, filming a TV show. So this is like
he
topical.
took a random ass shot at John. Or was it of the time?
John Cena fulfills his patriotic duty. I'll be higher than hippies at 420 watching a Cheech and Chong movie.
Now that's a throwback.
And I'm an
for
American
Todd.
thug standing on top of this building, leaving all opposition dead like Saddam Hussein's children.
Jesus.
Word life.
Word of life.
And later on, he was compromised to a permanent end.
That was Osama bin Laden, but yeah.
I think Saddam Hussein was also compromised to a permanent end.
Well, I mean, that was by a jury of his peers.
So you're saying it's impermanent? He's coming back?
Well, dang, actually.
Look, I love mentioning deaths of foreign nationals and other things as much as the next guy. But we're going to get on the list real soon.
We're already on a list.
Do we have any John Cena inspired freestyles? Would anyone like to try?
No. No.
You can suck my cock like the Ayatollah Khomeini. Yeah, I said that shit. I'm a little bit zany. Speaking of, did you see Sami Zayn driving down 18th and Spruce with the belt?
Shut the fuck
He
up.
was in town?
Yeah, he posted on Twitter. It's just him driving the whatchamacallit, no top. And
Jeep.
No, convertible. With the belt on the front seat, and he's just like driving down 18th, and I'm like, is that Spruce? And it was. He was just here in Philly.
Oh, is Raw here tonight, maybe?
I don't know, maybe.
It could be, potentially. The thing that I want to shout out with Dr. Thuganomics here
Is that it's also a bad name.
Debatable. This is from Spotify playlist I have called Sample This, and going through and finding various samples of songs, if I can find it alphabetically here. But I'm going to play for you the stock music piece that is part of the base for the Dr. Thuganomics theme.
Charlie put more work into my bit than I did.
This is Points 5 by Gerhard Trede.
Oh, him?
And so if you hear this string piece underneath, that's later sampled by his cousin, the trademark. And I'll pull this up here.
Sounds like really exciting Pokemon music.
Right, we're building. We're not at the conclusion yet, but we're building. That's what that tells me.
Sorry, can you say that again? I didn't catch that. I was too distracted by your heavy breathing and jiggling neck fat.
Take that, Big Show. I'm doing the You Can't See Me.
And then Big Show held up a finger and said, "This is bigger than your."
That did also happen.
What? Oh wait, I'm sorry. I wrote one more down.
You have more?
You're telling me we have a bonus bar?
You have the bonus bar, the most
Mr. President, bonus bar has
another
hit
bar.
the podcast.
Another bar has hit the South Tower. Wait, where is it? Here it is. Best battle rap non-Cena performance goes to the Big Show with the long pants and another jersey and a bandana, and he said, "Look at you, looking at me. You're nothing. I'm a giant. In my world, you're the white girl, and I'm Kobe Bryant."
Oh my God!
To which Taz immediately just said, "No comment."
Holy fuck! Wow, poor taste all around.
You know, when you think back on it, we always should have known that Vince McMahon was a piece of shit.
Oh man, this is a preview for a future upcoming episode here. I believe it'll be mid-July, after July 14th at least. It'll be the 42nd anniversary of Black Sunday. Or Black Saturday, excuse me. I always get that mixed up. But Black Saturday was the day in 1984 where Vince took over the time slot on WTBS, Ted Turner Station, started the revolution that would become the WWE taking over wrestling in the at the turn of the century.
Neat. Well, good luck cutting this. Let's talk about that pay-per-view, shall we?
After you close us out with one more freestyle bar, and I'm leaving in all the silence as you think about it.
My flow is elementary, man. What the hell do you know? I've been spitting sick shit since your kick still had Velcro.
All right, you stole that, but I appreciate it. I appreciate the effort.
No, I wrote that a long time ago. I can't say the next line.
And we'll be right back here on The C Show.
Welcome back to the C Show. Forbidden Door, AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Stardom, CMLL, join together. Open the Forbidden Door. Again, the concept of wrestlers from one promotion wrestling in another. The idea of that Forbidden Door going through it. Something that wasn't really done before AEW, but now happens regularly here on our, I believe it's our 5th Forbidden Door.
Yeah, I don't know the number off the top of my head, but yeah, it's very hard to work with another company because for most matches, someone's got to lose, right? How do you keep both companies happy with while you're building stars, putting on good matches, right? Actually winning important matches. So to be able to have a relationship like this and see so many unbelievable matches like this was fantastic.
This was a phenomenal pay-per-view. I was going through it again today, and literally everything... there's no match below 4.5 stars for me, and that's the tag team match. That's the men's tag team match for me. Like, everything was so good. The Ospreay and Strickland finale for the Owen, incredible.
I was glad that was the finale. I really thought it was going to be the cage match, so I was actually very excited to see that be the last thing. So when I start kind of run down this card now, we can just throw out a couple of things, right? Some hell yeahs, kind of how a story's wrapping, and then let's just see where we end up. Do I need to talk about the 0 hour?
Oh, dude, Walker Stewart, phenomenal. We have heard him a little bit on Stardom. He shows up some other places as well. But he was that third voice on voice on
Oh, I love
commentary
that guy. Yeah.
with Excalibur and Nigel McGuinness, and just phenomenal. I believe that people call him the Velvet Voice. Guess how old Walker Stewart is?
31.
24.
Fantastic.
The man is doing it, and he's just really incredible. He felt at home at the table. Congratulations, Walker. You did a great job.
And that will conclude our 0 hour coverage.
I liked Drilla Maloney.
I got to your house after that started.
Fine, real quick. Joe Maloney beats Daniel Garcia. Daniel wouldn't dance. Mikaya defeated Sky Blue. I thought they were building up Sky Blue. I have no idea what they're going to do with her now.
I don't either. I like seeing Micah. Micah was fun to watch, but it was all chugging forward. Sky Blue TBS championship.
And then
seemed.
Divine Dominion wins again. Who would have guessed on a match they announced like 3 days before the pay-per-view?
Yeah, just Olympia and Thunder Rosa.
Olympia was very cool.
They rule.
She was cool.
Put them together and get them wrestling more, and then maybe we get a little showdown, little rivalry.
Yeah, maybe we get like a real run at it once they wrestle a little more together. Jumping into the main feed here, first thing I want to say is apparently on the switch over from 0 hour to the main feed, apparently my my AEW app, I think it was, crapped out and messed up a bunch of people's stuff. I believe that's what it was that I saw. I want to say it was from What Culture, I believe I was watching.
Oh no.
So the show opens with the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, defeating El Sky Team, Mystico, Mascara Dorada, and Unbound Co., Shango, Takia, and Titan. Mascara Dorada, we need to put the TBS, we need to put something on him. He was going absolutely crazy, different moonsaults all over the place, joining in and out of super kick parties. Again, as always, impressed with Mascara Dorada.
I think I read somewhere online that called this I think it was Bleacher Report referred to this as AEW's staple party match.
Yes.
And I know you just said it was your low card, but you know what? The party matches are for me. If they are doing party matches, I'm watching. They are the match I always just
I feel like they'll put those first to draw the people in that maybe you got on the 0 hour and it's all right, let me see. It's well, this is interesting, right? It's not a 25-minute John Moxley grind fest.
Okay, so 2 things. First of all, my lowest ranked match was the tag team championship, Dogs and Cope and Cage.
Oh,
I love this
that makes more sense.
3-team tag match, whatever they want to call it. Exactly on your point. It gets the room moving. Everybody loves it. Everybody gets up for Mystico's song because they just want to honor the legend. The Young Bucks are fun to watch, and then Unbound Company are just exciting. They are sort of the remnants of Bullet Club, War Dogs, sort of all of the things that have been going on in New Japan for the past couple of years, sort of the next phase here. I think it's really interesting how you talk about it as a party match. In hip-hop, there is a concept called the posse track. And for a solo artist or maybe a small group, like an Outcast or a 3-piece group, a solo or a posse track is when you have all of your friends come on, and it's 6-7 artists on a track, right? And so, obviously, Wu-Tang is a bad example of this. But if you go to any solo Wu-Tang record, there's always an amazing posse cut because it is Wu-Tang. It's just Wu-Tang hopping all over it. And so I think that's a really interesting way, and sort of tying it back to hip hop in the beginning of the episode here. That's what I'm trying to do.
Lame.
But again, I think that's an excellent way of putting it. It's a party match. It gets everybody going. It's showcasing everybody's incredible talents here and letting them rock.
Thanks. Yeah. No one looks up the match rankings on Bleacher Report quite like me.
And then we start with this, party match, as Jared is putting it, and then we jump into, a technical masterpiece of Kenny Omega defeating Zack Sabre Jr. by pinfall. So many stomps, submissions, Snapdragon suplexes when Kenny picks Zack up as he's trying to do an armbar and plants him. Amazing.
With all the twisting of his fingers, unfortunately, I have read reports that Kenny Omega will need to drop out of the tournament next month.
Well, no, now you're done. Next, we get John Moxley, who took on and defeated Bandito by technical submission.
Holy cow. This was a match where I was just blown away with everything going on. Bandito gets busted open. He's got this white-on-white mask going on. And I loved all the lacy detail on the mask and on his pants. But Bandito gets busted open, and he's just starting to bleed on his forehead, and it's going down his mask. And then midway through the match, Mox gets underneath it and rips it halfway open.
Yeah, there's a lot of different like mask plays, I guess you would say, tonight through various
camera
matches.
Work. I'm gonna make that comment so Charlie doesn't have to.
But yeah, these guys absolutely beat the hell out of each other. You know, Moxley sold amazing. There were times where I'm like, maybe they are done with Moxley here. Like I bit once or twice. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Did you bite on the 21 plex?
Oh yeah,
same,
big style.
Same.
But John Moxley holds on to the Continental Championship. And we'll see who's on deck. Next, we have Shota Imono taking on and defeating Pac. And this was for the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship.
So the Global Heavyweight Championship is like the second highest championship in the IWGP in New Japan Pro Wrestling. So this is sort of it's your second best wrestler in New Japan. So putting him up against Pac, pretty big statement here by both Tony Khan and New Japan.
No, absolutely. And again, just two dudes just like, well, if we actually beat the hell out of each other, we don't have to worry about it looking fake. Chops, kicks.
There's no real story here except these are two very highly athletic players effectively going against each other, two of the cream of the crop. And good God, they performed to the highest levels.
Right. And I didn't really know what to expect. I didn't know anything about Imono. And right, like I've seen Pac, but again, a lot of it's like some of those real splash spots, right? Throwing Darby crazy style, right? Feats of strength. So it was cool to see him kind of go up against another force.
Yeah. Other persons of a similar body type as well.
Nobody has a body type similar to him.
Pac is unique.
Maybe a silverback gorilla.
Everybody's
an albino
special.
gorilla.
Next, Thekla took on and defeated Starlight Kid for the AEW Women's World Championship. Thekla delivered exactly what she promised. She did rip off the mask after she won the match. She did spit in it.
Mm-hmm.
And then
she was wearing it during the media scrub afterwards.
Oh, I missed that. With her own loogie in there. And then she got and then
Freak.
even, a little more revenge. It's never safe to be the president of Stardom, I guess.
Black Tiger's Divine Punishment. That's it.
Soon.
Dude, that was sick. That's one of Starlight Kid's signature moves. It's a side tombstone. She does it on the apron to Thekla, but it is a move entirely dedicated to Starlight Kid's rival in New Japan, Black Tiger.
We love shouting out our rivals,
Mm-hmm.
Idols become your rivals if you really do it the right way.
The move is it's literally like, hey, this is what I'm going to do to you, and I'm going to fuck you up with it. Sick.
Fantastique. Next, we had Cope and Cage, Adam Copeland and Christian Cage defeating the Dogs, David Finlay and Clark Connors by pinfall. Of course, there was plenty of shenanigans. Juice comes in and pop off, and we get a return.
So the Bang Bang Gang, we get a blackout. The Bang Bang Gang appear on the ramp, and we've been playing up to this. The Bang Bang Gang, Juice Robinson's totally normal and above board neutering and spaying clinic for dogs of wrestling persuasion in Joliet, Illinois, et cetera, et cetera. And so you're thinking, oh, okay, we're gonna this is the next phase sort of the story and where we're going with these characters. But no, it's a diversion for Switchblade Jay White in the ring. What is that? What's the move that Jay White hits? It's same as Bray Wyatt and
like the Sister Abigail.
Yeah.
Like I guess essentially like an inverted DDT.
Yeah. But it's sweet. So Jay White serves up Finlay for Cope and Cage. Cope and Cage retain there. I also loved the dogs getting several of the traveling staff, the traveling enhancement talent, doing like in the intro
as
shooting
paparazzi
with the disposable cameras,
and then they just beat them up as they walk
beat
through.
the shit out of them.
You know, this is my first time ever seeing Jay White. If he's back, I want to learn more. I think I've seen him in cards and you know, the history, but I've never seen him perform, act, do anything. So I'm getting ready.
Jay White is a cool dude. He's been sort of with that core group of AEW people, the Bucks, Cody, Hangman, et cetera. New Japan talent coming back to the U.S. I believe he's Canadian, though. We can confirm all of this later.
All the best ones are.
That can't be right. I was looking up.
Oh, it is.
I was looking up what is the actual name of like the Sister Abigail,
Mm-hmm.
and the first thing that came up was Space Tornado Ogawa.
That's also a move in masturbation tournaments.
God damn it! Nope. That's it. It's the only way you learn. It's the only
I
way.
gave myself the old Space Tornado. Ogawa.
This is the only way you learn. So next we had Mercedes Moné defeating Maya World in the finals of the Women's Owen Cup. Maya looked good. Maya looked really good. I feel like they did a good job building her throughout this, right? And again, there were times where it seemed like she might have pulled it out and they might have pulled the trigger on that. Again, her downfall was trying so much, right, to someone she looks up to beat Monet with her own move, the Statement Maker, right? You can't expect to keep going back to the well of someone else's main move. Like, if it's your move, you know all the weaknesses and all the strengths.
Yeah.
So when you get put in the bottom position, it doesn't matter.
Listen, shout out to Maya World. She took an opportunity. She ran with it. She got to face off against some of the top female talent in AEW, including Athena, Mercedes Moné. The interview that Athena did afterwards was incredible as well. Love seeing these ladies. Need to see more of them. Also, shout out to Tony for booking 2 women of color in the finale for the Owen Cup.
Oh yeah,
Shout out.
good job. You know what I thought of today, and I don't know what to do with it. Tony Khan. It's Tony Khan and Noah Kahan is one person.
Did you see Noah?
I'm booking drunk.
The 2 things Noah Kahan for the Noah Kahan concert.
Why do you keep saying it like that?
That's his name.
Kahan. Why are you saying like Kahan?
Kahan. I don't know.
Kahan.
Yeah, Kahan.
It's not just Noah Khan.
No, it's
No.
Kahan.
Kahan. There's an extra A in there.
Kahan.
I don't know. My friend Effie fucking hates Noah Khan because he's a fucking Vermont poser. So
Oh, I don't
I'm
know.
with you. I'm with you.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, all of his music sounds like a Starbucks commercial from 2016 to me,
No,
so I don't
I
care.
love his song.
Oh, I bet a song we play at the tournament. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Connor,
But Noah Kahan.
Connor, why?
So crass, so crass. So we got what they are apparently calling a Death's Door match. I was very interested what the ring would look like for this. We talked before, 6 dudes in the ring in one cage wasn't really going to cut it. So, you know, and
Usually it's a square. It fits the dimensions of the ring, the steel cage, and you maybe at most have a foot off of the ring.
not even.
Not even.
Like it's pretty much because usually,
Snug.
at least it used to be like up with the ring post and all. But
Like-
so this was the ring in the middle, and then a big circular fence around, which I thought was unbelievable. I was like, that's great design, right? The idea of the squared circle and right, and like,
This is the circled squared circle.
They highlighted it on Dynamite, but it's custom made. So they went to a firm somewhere and we're like, hey, can you guys build us a specific cage instead of what they've typically done? Which
There are just other companies that have stock cages in a warehouse somewhere.
it's mostly just like fence and
Yeah,
adaptations. Like it's not like there's specific wrestling cage companies out there. Well, there probably are. I won't say that. There
I'll
probably
take you
are.
to Lowe's sometime, buddy. I'll take you to Lowe's.
So
Look, if they make stock wrestling cages,
So in this match, Team Briscoe of Mark Briscoe, Orange Cassidy, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, Konosuke Takeshita, and Darby Allin took on and defeated apparently what they were calling DC MJF, which I hate so much.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
Which is MJF, Kevin Knight, Kyle Fletcher, Jake Doyle, Kazuchika Okada, and Andrade El Idolo.
But we had a special guest.
We did have a special guest, Charlie. I wouldn't dare step on your toes here. Let it rip.
The rain.
So to even, hold on, let me just set this up. So all of Team Briscoe came with backpacks.
It's the conglomeration thing.
Except
Roderick Strong, who had a big old hockey bag. And you're like, oh, well, why? There's probably,
hockey sticks.
Cut
someone with
kendo
a skate.
sticks, various weapons and implements. And
Fluorescent light tubes.
But it turns out it's the one, the only, the Ring of Honor TV champion, Lio Rush.
Right, just coming out and being a maniac. So unbelievably
Absolutely.
funny. I'm pretty sure they stuffed him back in the bag after the match to take him up the ramp.
I was like thinking about, okay, how do you do that? Like, was he in the bag the whole time?
No, he's been under the ring for...
Yeah, but when did you get him under the ring? Was it during the blackout with the Bang Bang Gang and Jay White?
No, probably while you're setting up the cage around. There's a bunch of workers moving around. Right. Oh, we're checking
Probably
the
the day before.
He would do it too.
Leo was on a TMZ. TMZ has a crazy wrestling podcast. They have great clips. But, okay, so you know how Leo has been talking about the rain, the rain. We're talking, everybody's thinking, oh, from the sky, rain. No, he's talking about a title reign.
Yeah.
The TV title. I love Lio Rush so far. Lio Rush is so over. The huge pop there. I'm completely ready for weekly TV on AEW, in my opinion.
Oh,
Killer
I
character.
absolutely agree. And I'm just going to go through some of my favorite backpack bits and things that came out of them. So orange slices from Willow for Orange Cassidy
So good.
that they then used to squeeze into, I believe it was Kyle Fletcher's eye.
Okay, Bryce Remsburg, the referee, taking an orange and being like, oh, yeah, I could use the electrolytes. That's
It's a hydration break.
awesome moment.
Right. The fact that I believe it was Briscoe had his full of tacks, and then after a bunch of people with the tacks, MJF literally swept them out of the ring and got the biggest reaction of the whole night by just sweeping the tacks out of the ring.
Well, finally, we can chant, sweep it up, asshole, sweep it up, and not feel bad about it.
And then finally, it's got to be the trick bag. I didn't notice it was still up there. I didn't think about it when the match started. Like
Kyle O'Reilly in the NES.
Oh no! Great shout!
Bouncing the NES off of the Nintendo Entertainment System console, the original Nintendo, bouncing it off of Kyle Fletcher's head, and then they used the controller cord to clothesline Fletcher as well. I loved that because again, conglomeration, it's all about like 80s nostalgia, and so while I think it would be period appropriate to have a SNES, a Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and NES works as well because that could be like a hand-me-down or like a secondhand system of like, oh yeah, sorry, I don't have an NES, I just have a SNES. All right, sorry, I don't have a SNES, I have an NES.
There's a bag left on top of the.
Darby immediately climbed up to the top of the cage. He didn't like walk through the door. He was just like, I'm gonna climb up to the top of the cage and I'm gonna set this backpack up here. And I was just like, that's Darby being fucking Darby. And
Yeah, right. He's gonna reach into it later, pull out a tiny umbrella, and still jump off the top of the cage. Like that was my thought.
And
like,
listen, Darby did do a coffin drop off the cage. Don't be facetious here. But Kevin Knight trying to get to the bag and then boom.
Yeah, so the bag was just a trap, and it literally just exploded in Kevin Knight's face.
It was a really good moment. It was a really good moment.
That was absolutely fantastic. That was absolutely my my moment of the match.
Fletcher getting clotheslined with the NES controller, and then immediately, you got to blow on it. You got to take the cartridge and blow on the NES cartridge.
We ain't got time for that. We're in a fight. And if you want to talk about a fight, let's talk about this last match. Because
the ending though, where Andrade turns on MJF.
Oh, true.
He takes off the DC MJF shirt. He takes off his white button-up shirt and says, "Fuck MJF. Fuck Don Callis." How you know?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't even get to my finish part.
Yeah, Doyle asks why. But fuck Don Callis. Fuck MJF. Allows Briscoe to come in, hit the J Driller. 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Andrade.
And we will talk about it later, but his title match will be coming up very soon.
Oh, yes.
Very soon.
Now, like I said, if you want to talk about a fight, it's this final of the men's Owen Cup tournament where Will Ospreay defeated Swerve Strickland. these guys went absolutely after each other.
Can we talk about some synergy and some symbolism?
Yeah.
So DC Comics, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of the Warner Brothers Corporation and Warner Brothers Discovery, yada, yada, yada. There's been some cross promotion with Supergirl, the new Supergirl movie that's come out and apparently isn't good. And the main, we had Harley Cameron dressing up like Supergirl and sort of Strickland doing ads with Harley Cameron and the star of Supergirl, whose name escapes me.
Millie Alcock.
Millie Alcock.
I only know it from House of the Dragon season 1.
Thank you. Appreciate it. But we were talking earlier about how Will Ospreay has moved away from the sort of Assassin's Creed aesthetic in his intro and now moving towards what I thought was more of a Green Arrow-esque, but he comes out as Bane here.
Bane mask was so sick.
Bane is a really fascinating character because Bane grows up in this most iterations of Bane. He grows up in this prison. What are you gonna say?
Batman.
God
I
damn.
am the reckoning of Gotham. Oh, brother, one of us must remain. You're a big guy. For you.
So Bane is, physically almost unable to operate without the Venom. The Venom keeps him going, enhances him, strengthens him, sort of like Will Ospreay after his neck surgery, right? He's an anti-hero. He sort of operates, he's in it for himself and operating his own ideology. On the other hand, Swerve comes out on a motorcycle. Now you may be thinking, oh, this is just, he's referencing Undertaker, right? No, this is a reference to a central character in the Supergirl movie, Lobo, the intergalactic mercenary, bounty hunter. Depends on who you ask. Both of these characters are very similar to the wrestlers are referencing characters that are similar to them. And I think it's very interesting that they picked these not only because of the cross promotion, but also because Lobo is crazy, is a homunculus, sort of like Swerve, right? And the violence escalates between the two of them. You're smiling. I like this.
How could this happen? They've only been planning it for fucking 6 months. No, and you're right, because especially sometimes they really try and force some of these connections.
Yeah.
So no, you're right how it is much more nail on the head, especially that. But sometimes I look at those and I go, right, they're doing that, like you said, because of the movie or because of whatever else, where I'm like, where sometimes I'm like, damn, I wish it was just when wrestlers come out with special fits for whatever, and it's this is inspired by this. Again, great outfits, great entrance, great shouts, but I wonder how much was them and how much was, hey, we need a crossover here. Let's get going.
I think the Strickland one is really smart because it isn't too obvious with it. I mean, they have the Lobo Swerve graphic on the back of his jacket, but that's about it. The Bane feels organic. The Bane feels like this is Will Ospreay. This is what he wants to do, sort of almost as a Death Rider.
I mean, a Bane mask is more obvious and known than just having the name of that other guy on your face.
Lobo.
Right, I already forgot it. I mean, I'm not,
Well, and in the end, I guess popular wins out. But before we get there, right, the story has been the Death Riders the whole time, right? The story's been the Death Riders. When it looks down and out for Will Ospreay, when it's this is over, right? All the Death Riders come out. They're cheering him on. You can literally hear John Moxley, right, giving him talks from ringside. And he just powers up, man. It just gives him all the juice in the world.
When Ospreay eats the house call and looks at Mox.
Yeah.
Dog.
I mean, look, the power of friendship led the Knicks to a championship in the NBA, and it led Ospreay to
the Owen Hart Championship. Winning the Owen Hart
This is
Cup.
the only way you learn about talking about inappropriate things. We don't talk about the Knicks on this podcast.
So after Ospreay eats the house call, he takes finishes from each of his sort of mentors. He hits the buckshot lariat into the hidden blade, but Swerve still kicks out. He hits the paradigm shift, and then the Death Rider, Tiger Driver 1, 2, 3. Will wins the Owen, and he's going to All In face MJF. Again, he's hitting
or Briscoe.
He's hitting the the buckshot. He's hitting Hangman's move. He's hitting the paradigm shift, which is one of Mox's move. He hits the Death Rider, which is Mox's move, right? So, and then immediately going into that Tiger Driver, which is I can't remember who specifically, but again, like another one of those mentorship ones where it's like this is the history of Will Ospreay into this moment, into the next chapter of Will Ospreay. Dog, I think it's going to be all in that we get the Death Rider sting after he wins.
Yeah, that would be
It's
cool.
going to be a Death Rider world champion.
Right, and then maybe like a la like when different gyms and all present belts, right? Maybe that's kind of his entering in point, right? They don't give him a brown or a black belt or whatever level, right? It's like that belt kind of serves as a ticket in. I like that.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be like a black on black belt. This is just total fantasy at this point, but like black metal on black leather, and then wins the title, bomb, and then it's the Will Ospreay theme, and everybody's like, "Yo, what the fuck's going on?" So I think that's how you do it. If I'm Tony Khan,
Man, it's coming, and I am certainly excited about it.
So I guess we don't think Briscoe's gonna win on Wednesday.
after the match, as all of the writers are congratulating Will, Pac even gives him a slight knowing glance of "You've earned my respect." Right? Pac was the big obstacle for Will Ospreay joining the Death Riders. Right? Pac didn't accept him at first, but now he's earned his respect. How will this help him move forward and immerse himself in the Death Riders?
He's already in, baby. If you're in, you listen to the C Show. If you're not, you're out. But you're in, so this is the C Show. Out.
What?
Welcome back to the C Show. We're talking about the Fallout AEW Dynamite and Collision in San Diego on July 1st, 2026. Folks, this is going to be killer. We've got MJF and Mark Briscoe. Briscoe calling for his world championship shot here immediately after Forbidden Door. This is going to be a rematch of the Tables and Tax match from last year, guys. What do we
One of my
expect?
very first
Yeah.
MJF by a mile.
MJF by a mile.
Yeah, I really need MJF and Will and how Moxley will work into that again. I love Briscoe. He keeps kind of hemming and hawing around these titles. There will be a time for him. It is not right now.
Okay. And in the women's division for the TBS Championship, we've got a survival of the fittest match. We've got Micah, Harley Cameron, Hikaru Shida, Persephone, Chris Statlander, and Queen Aminata.
Hell yeah.
So when they say a survival of the fittest match, all 6 of them will start, and then it's elimination by pinfall, submission, DQ, etc. So it's not first fall to a finish. There will be one winner left standing.
Oh, that Queen Aminata is right fit, bruv. Get it? Because that's how they say it over there.
Well, yeah, Windsor's not competing, so his wife. I thought, are you doing Will Ospreay?
No, just a generic.
Oh, just generic.
Generic trash bag British person calling Queen Aminata fit. Because that's how they say nice body.
All right, Connor, who do you got for the survival of the fittest match?
Oh man, I really hope it is Statlander. Like that's who I want. But I wonder if they're going to do Persephone and then bring her over full time. Right, she'll go back to CMLL, drop that title, and then be full time here.
We've seen some dual contracts. Maybe it's something where she keeps both titles. That would be awesome to see. We saw it a little bit with Mercedes. Hear me out. Hikaru Shida get a little heel run with the TBS title.
Oh, I'm in for that too. Absolutely.
I think you've got a lot of people there in their survival of the fittest, especially if Shida gets up to some nasty tricks, who would immediately want to be in line to go for the TBS title. Jared Jarrell in for Queen Aminata.
I don't entirely know who else is there, but I love Stat.
Micah, Harley Cameron, Hikaru Shida, Persephone, Statlander, Queen
All right,
Aminata.
you know what? I'm gonna go. Yeah, Aminata's always gonna have my heart.
Who wants the
but-
chocolate kisses?
But Stat Daddy,
Mhm.
Persephone is awesome too. I do
Yeah.
love Persephone.
It's gonna be a killer
so
match.
if that could get Persephone over, I could share my allegiance.
Connor, did you want to do Jabroni of the Week still? What was Jabroni
Yeah,
of the Week?
it's Connor.
No.
Boom!
Fuck. It was just a setup, so I could say it was Jared.
Oh.
So you really, really fucked me sideways, brother. Thanks.
Mm.
You really turned that son of a bitch sideways.
You know who the Jabroni of the Week was?
The Sea
Connor.
Show.
Well, the Jabroni of the Week isn't you, our beautiful listener, because you're listening to the best damn wrestling podcast on the internet. It's The Sea Show. Of course you like The Sea Show. Make sure to subscribe, rate, review, and share it with your friends. Support the show directly at ko-fi.com/seashowpod. $1 a month gets you access to the Discord and the Sea Show archive. Follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube at Sea Show Pod. Have a question for the boys? Send it in an email, seashowpod@gmail.com. Thanks to our friends Amir, Patrick, and Justin for their assistance. The Sea Show is a production of 832 Media. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll be back next week.
We're on the internet?
10205.
Cat.